What is up, unprofessional people? It is Trevor. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good week. Your boy is doing well. I've been resting up, been able to take care of a little shit here and there, not just studying all fucking day. Took step 2. I did work. Score came out. I'm stoked. And yeah, everything's good in the hood, as they say, as all my friends would say. In this episode, bear with us a little. We fuck around a little on this one because we hadn't talked to each other in a while. But me and Ken are back at it. We talk about the body count of gay men. They go absolutely off. The number their number is crazy. Hasidic Jewish people in the area I'm in, how dope they dress. Amish people and why they would make the best warriors. Believe it. Headlines we talk. Teacher accused of illegally giving teen COVID vaccine. And how 3 seconds of exercise per day is better than what you think. And then we're asked, what's the most unprofessional behavior you've ever seen? And we give a few stories. So thanks for tuning in. I'll let the intro take it away. Just take care of yourselves, guys, and enjoy the episode.
Okay, the geniuses will see us now.
I'm a pro.
He's very unprofessional.
Very unprofessional.
These are our newly arrived surgeons, Doctors Trowbridge and Greenbaum.
Doctor?
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 We're not doctors.
Are you sure they can handle this?
Oh, we can handle it. We're professionals.
You'll forgive us if we're not instilled with confidence.
Potentially unprofessional pieces of content.
Welcome to
Hey, what's up?
Unprofessional. We have our Arabic guy who just talks over me and myself. I am Trevor. I am the more intelligent, charismatic one of the two. And this is
Ken Kong. I'm the fucking idiot, bro.
yeah. How'd you get so fucking dumb, dude?
I'm just like, I add nothing to this podcast, honestly.
Well,
I find out the time that you're doing this by going into your schedule, and I like add myself onto the Zoom call.
Well, here's the thing.
And just show up.
It's one of those things
and I make
where,
it worse.
Where over time, I disagree. Well, okay. Over time, it's become that it's nice to have you on here because I have someone to talk to. But besides that, yeah, there's almost nothing you.
But let's just get one thing straight. All right.
Sure,
if it was just you talking, it would be a better podcast.
Might be better,
honestly.
Yeah, our ratings were better when you weren't here. Yeah. Anyway, this is Unprofessional. We are two anonymous, almost doctors. You're extremely close. And we talk about current events and health and medicine. We drop some fun facts. We give you some advice, some scholarly advice. And we try to make you laugh, hopefully. If not, then fucking stop listening.
Whatever. Yeah, listen to something. Listen to
for sure. There's so much shit out there. Go listen
bananas.
to something else. What?
Really good podcast. Death,
is it actually?
Taxes, and Bananas.
What is that?
Yeah,
one?
It's so funny.
Give like the.
It's this guy from this reality show, called The Challenge. He made a podcast. He's the funniest guy on the show. I love about like his jokes, and he just makes a stupid podcast and it's funny.
Oh, he's from The Challenge. Oh yeah, you love that shit.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yo, before we start, let me ask you.
Hit me.
What is the level of your physical fitness at the moment?
The level of my physical fitness at the moment.
Yeah.
From a scale of 1 to 10, what are we talking?
Sure. Let's just say, is
there some kind of scale?
How fit do you think you are, compared to like your
relative to the rest of my life or relative to the average person?
Just how do you feel? You feel good? You feel like you could do certain things?
Well, I feel that normally I'm an athletic being, but I have not done much in the last few months. I have not been running. I've not been doing shit. So as far as I go, I'm on the low end. But
Okay.
I mean, compared to the average person, come on now.
Let me give you some
Come on
things. Oh, by the way, how old are you?
27. You just trying to reveal my
Okay.
info? You know we're anonymous.
No. 27, and you have student loans, right?
Yes, so much.
Okay. Do you think you could do 31 push-ups?
Yes,
Do you think you could do 43 sit-ups?
dude, come on.
Do you think you could run 2 miles in
Oh.
less than 17 minutes and 30 seconds?
Yeah, what is that? Less than
That's like
9 minutes a
an
mile. So it's
8.
like 8:30.
Yeah.
8:35. Yes. Oh, I mean, come on.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear because you're perfect for military registration. because you-
All right, bro.
You know, World War III is coming up, and there's actually a clause in your student loan papers, apparently,
No.
that if you took out student loans, you're able to be conscripted to the military if like the government wants you.
Yeah, so does everybody though. Almost everyone in the US.
Only student loans.
No way.
Yeah.
There's
if you have
got to be
student
more
loans.
than that.
There's certain ages, like over 26, 27, they don't take you. Some places I saw it was 35, but like, you know, things are going to shit, and you know, you have a lot of loans. Just go to the military, bro. You know, I was talking to a few other people about this, the American people from SGU that, you know, are potentially going to war, and it's gonna be sad to see you guys getting shipped off. But
Jesus.
I'm just gonna sleep soundly knowing that you're over there protecting me.
Yeah, I
keeping
got
me
you,
safe.
bro.
So
Bro, that's the
thank you,
thing about
sir.
you fucking Canadians. So you like electing your president is the most inconsequential thing to the world and to yourselves ever. Like who we elect may decide whether I fucking go to war and die or not. Whereas your guys, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, are they gonna build
Nothing.
like let that park get built or something? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
And it's gonna be sad to see you go, but I'm glad that you're out there. You know, you guys get shit done, right? That's what you say about the people in your family. I don't want to expose your last name.
Yeah.
But you guys get shit done.
That's
and I
right.
know if you're over there fighting against Russia, like I'm gonna be home sleeping
Yeah, bro.
soundly because you're gonna
I got you.
be
I
safe.
got you. I mean,
glad, bro.
Russians like are fierce fighters, but you know, we got our shit too.
Yeah, the Polish are strong too.
That's right.
Which is your
I'm a little bit of that. I got a little some. Although
Yeah.
you know, historically they got kind of you know fucked up by the Russians, but it's okay.
I'm gonna be enjoying brunch, you know, during residency,
And I'm gonna be
you're
fucking
gonna be
eating a Russian biscuit or something like
you're gonna be
an
surviving the
Eastern
Russian winter.
European, yeah, an Eastern European like rags, fucking like doing palpitations on some guy or getting doing CPR, man. And yeah, dude, enjoy your fucking breakfast.
Where do you think the better troops are gonna be?
What do you mean? Like the Eastern Front, or what are you talking about?
I mean, like, do you think Russia or the US are gonna have the better troops? Do you think the LGBTQT army of the US or the, you know, third world army of Russia is gonna be superior?
You know, it's a tough one, but I feel like we got enough allies and shit that we're solid. But I mean, American soldier to Russian soldier. I mean, come on, bro. You gotta go America.
Yeah.
You gotta go America.
I think there'd be a lot of defectors if Russia went to war.
Bro, wasn't it
from
World
both
War
sides.
II? They had like Russia had like 10 deaths per like one German death or something, like some crazy shit like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like
The Russian winter,
insane.
bro. They just gotta wait.
Bro,
until winter.
they would I know more about fucking Russian history than I know about medicine, but they have a guy, they had a guy fucking run in front with the rifle, right? The guy behind him running behind him with ammo. And then when the guy in front died, he would pick up the rifle and then load the gun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're going to have a bunch of fucking TikTokers on the battlefield.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, we're fucking fierce now.
A bunch of bisexual, you know, whatever, trans,
you know,
the U.S. Army.
This is like some old timey thinking of me, probably, and probably almost irrelevant now. But when I do look on the street, I just unconsciously, subconsciously, my fucking head goes, yo, we some frail ass people now. Like, I'm the toughest man on the street, and I'm fucking. I haven't like done
low.
a push up in like a month. Like I
The
don't
bar
know.
is that low.
The bar
and
is
Trevor
low.
is the
bar
biggest
is
guy
low.
on the street.
Yeah, dude. I'm the biggest,
crazy.
baddest man. Like, we're in fucking trouble. It's okay. We got robots and shit though. It's gonna be chill.
We got mega armor.
Bro,
but here's
speaking
the
of
thing.
Go ahead, and then I'm going.
Okay, I don't think the Russian army is any better. They have the same issues. They're all getting fucking fat. They all have social media. I think the army is gonna be pretty equal. But at this point, I don't think it even matters about the people. It's about the technology.
It really is about the technology. Yeah, like all of our shit. Short, it is about the technology. With that said, there will always be a place for on the ground, like boots on the ground soldiers, like because you need to control an area. So and you have to like whatever subdue people or work with them. And so you need boots on the ground. So there'll always be the grunts and stuff, but every civilization is gonna have like beast mode people who are in the front lines. But you don't need as many of them now. And right, dude, you're fucking sick, man. Now, how about go in the back and stay there? No, yeah, I mean that's it. Yeah, it's about technology mostly though.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you saying?
So yeah, I was saying, speaking of like seeing people on the street, the area I'm in right now, just so many Hasidic Jews. It's crazy. Like I didn't know there were that many. So many of those like hats and shit. They're so dope.
Yeah.
I don't want one. But
at Maimonides, that's all they have.
Really?
Yeah, Maimonides is actually like a Jewish hospital.
I'm gonna apply there.
I think Maimonides was a Jewish philosopher. And so that's all I see every day. Like on my walk from the subway, like the 3 or 4 blocks, it's all like Jewish people.
They're not like, I don't know anything about them. Do they just look like Amish people, but I don't know if they like do the same shit. I just go by looks. That's all I do. So,
I don't know much about them either, but I think they have a very like strict lifestyle as well. Like you can tell by the way they dress.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, they're not exactly coming outside with like a hot pink shirt that just says like a large cock on it. Like it's not. It's more so the all black, some white going on. They almost got like they almost got like the pilgrim like buckle on the forehead type hats. Like
it's super weird. It's a very like strange thing to wear, especially in like the summer. I feel like it'd be super hot.
Yo, and those hats, they cannot be like warm. They don't even. They're just like, sit on top of the head. Like
they don't look uncomfortable either.
No, they do look kind of sick though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
just so unnecessary. Nice, they look like they just collect rainwater on them. Like I don't know. It just
every place is called Ari's, Deli.
Yeah, we were I went to this ice cream place and not a single fucking one of them had a mask on. They just don't give a shit, dude. Collectively,
they don't wear masks.
Fuck. They do not.
They do not wear masks ever.
They're like kill me.
They actually had one of the highest corona rates, I think, because they first of all don't wear masks, and second thing, there was like a big wedding this summer from one of the big Jewish leaders, and so they all went, and it was like 10,000 people came into New York for that.
Damn.
Yeah, BDJ.
All the Hasidic Jews just traveled and said, "What's up?"
There was a lot. Actually, we had a patient, and he's this old guy. He's 90, and he had 10 children, right? And each of them have 5 or 6 children. Damn, so he has 10 times 5 or 6, so like 60 grandchildren, and each of them have like 3 to 5 children of their own. So he has a company with his own family working there with like 200 employees. Damn. That's insane. Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke about like now everyone's just gonna be black people soon and Hasidic Jews, but I feel like everyone's just gonna end up being like a weird color of beige. Like it's not, everyone's just gonna mix. Like there won't eventually there'll just be everyone will be the same fucking thing. Mine like with a little bit of differentiation between.
Yeah, at some point there's gonna be like a black person with ginger hair. It's gonna happen somewhere.
I wonder. It's gonna maybe it's happened already. They got like there's like someone like blue eyes and shit.
Yeah. But there's going to be like, the hair gene that's like recessive. And so you're going to have 2 black people that have like that gene hidden.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
It's going to come together. It'll be cool. I can't wait to see it.
Are they even black anymore? They'd be like half. But...
yeah, they'd be beige actually. Let's see. It's hard to happen.
You know what's crazy about Amish people though? It came to me that they can't use a light bulb, right? They can't use like a GPS. They can't even use a fucking toaster because it's technology, right? But guess what they
That's
can
strict.
use? They can use a fucking
Vibrators.
no, it's technology. It's got batteries and shit. But you know what's mechanical? A fully automatic AR-15 rifle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why do they need AR-15?
Just imagine them fucking absolutely strapped, fucking tactical scope.
Where did you learn this?
I googled it. But do you know, like, imagine what could be a more terrifying enemy than the Amish people? They live off the land. You're out, bro. Yeah, kind of, honestly, yeah. Either people who have
Same
nothing,
thing.
fucking nothing, you know, like I don't know, some of the lower level of like each society, I don't know, Russians, I suppose, and they live off the land, and you're attacking their land, bro. You're fucked. They know the area. You're like all fucked up because you can't take a hot shower. They were born in that shit. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then give them a fucking fully auto, boom, dude. They're like they're guerrilla warfaring you, hunting you in your sleep.
This sounds very reminiscent of the Vietnam War. Not gonna win, or
You're
like
not gonna
Afghanistan,
win,
dude.
You're not gonna
Both of these
win.
things. I know how much you love wars, but yeah,
We're not exactly
What's
war
those wars?
historians, but I think
U.S.
that'd be a rough.
invaded, got a bunch of poor people who lived there. They didn't
Dude,
stand a chance.
with that said, you know, Amish on our side. I mean, in America, someone invades
Can we
us.
lose?
Let's go, baby. Send them in.
I don't think.
Send them in.
I don't think they're really like militarily inclined.
Yeah, probably not.
Don't they just like to farm and shit?
I think they'll learn. Yeah, pretty much. They hunt a little bit.
We have a lot in Canada, in like where I live, and they have their own communities. And yeah, they have like they use technology, but
that's the
like,
thing. They're already a tight knit community. They're fucking ready to just fight for each other. It's over.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But they have like they're some of the best farmers. They have like millions of dollars of like farm equipment. They're loaded, but they don't spend it on a lot of tech, so they just save it all.
Yeah, they probably got money.
Some of these communities are like really wealthy.
Although some probably have like the rickets or fucking.
They have a lot of inbreeding too.
They don't have their vaccines or some shit. They got that. They have the polio.
If you ignore the inbreeding, it's a perfect society.
Do they actually have that?
Yeah.
So they got some AR traits going on.
Don't lay with your sister. It's not a rule that they follow.
Is that a Muslim thing? That's probably an everybody thing, huh?
It's everybody thing, dude.
Except we're probably so wrong.
I don't know. I'm just pulling half the stuff out of my ass. Yo, so I want to say,
Fuck them.
You got your score back.
Yeah, bro. It's been
when did you get it back?
I got it back Thursday.
2 days ago?
No, I got it
Thursday.
Thursday.
All this time to tell me?
Yeah, so why? Yeah, I don't. You're okay. No, I like waited 2 days to even look at it because I was like, I got it in the morning. I know, dude. I'm such a bitch. I got it in the morning, and I was going to work for Family Med, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not. I don't know. I'll look at it when I feel like it. And then I did my whole day, and I got home, and I'm like, well, I feel pretty comfortable. I'll just look at it tomorrow. And I did it again, and I'm like, all right, I gotta fucking look at it. I looked at it one of the mornings, and I'm like, I was in my kitchen, and I you know, for those who are unaware of the scores, I mean, I went from a 212 which on step 1, which is not good. It's like just above passing essentially, and then on step 2 I got a 243, which is like about average, but it's really good, and it'll like help me get into emergency medicine, which is what I want to get into. But
it's huge, dude.
I was fucking stoked, and it was, dude, it was so much better than all my practice tests. And in the for step 1, I was like scoring whatever, and I got like 10 points lower on the actual exam than my practice test. And this time I was getting like 230s consistently. I'm like, oh fuck, I guess that's what I'm getting. And I got a 243, and I'm just in my kitchen in this Airbnb just fucking flexing, just yes.
Man, I
like 2 hours.
I can imagine how psyched you would be, because
man,
you know it's crazy. Like the significance is, I think you don't understand the significance. 30-point jump for 1, which is huge. And now that we're going to step 2, like phasing out step 1, it's gonna be pass fail. Programs aren't even gonna look at it.
Yeah, that's true.
So now it's like your step 1 is like disregarded,
Mhm.
and you have this like great step 2
Mhm.
that is going to say a lot, and then interview and everything else. I think it says a lot,
Mhm.
and for the most part it's like positive. But one thing I noticed
Hmm.
was your grade distribution.
What do you mean?
It was different than mine,
Oh, okay.
because like 240 is about average,
Yeah.
but it depends.
Oh, you mean for compared to everybody? So that was my exam. I was that distribution, and yours was different.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if I had the same score as you,
Mm-hmm.
there would still be less people on the lower end than you had. So you had a few people. I had more people on lower end, like underneath 243 than you did. And I think I know why, because it's off cycle. You have a lot of IMGs who take the test after like, a lot of studying, after more time of studying. So the scores are higher. So you have more people going on like towards the higher end of the spectrum.
Oh, wow.
Rather than if you write, when I write, when all these med students writing who are like busy studying, so the scores are lower.
Huh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild.
Very surprising.
I wonder how they adjust for that.
I don't know. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
I don't think they set like the middle person to 0, and then like everyone above is certain, everyone below a certain number. But I think it's just like showing the distribution of it. I think it evens out over the year. But it was interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad it's over with. I put fucking everything I had into that shit, so it just, I'm stoked. I'm just doing like the little shit now, like just waking up and just chilling for a little bit, and then looking at something I have to look at, doing a little errand, not feeling guilty that I'm doing laundry, like wasting time. Like it's it's super nice. So
yeah. Did you tell your mama?
Yeah, I told my mama. She was the first one I told. And
what did she say?
She was very excited. And then I told my dad, and guess what he did?
What does that mean?
No. He started crying. I'm like, I've been talking to you for 2 seconds and you're already shedding tears. That was amazing. Bro, it just goes off.
That's what you're gonna turn into.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna be the most emotional dude. Right now though.
That's
stone cold, baby.
Stone faced.
Stone cold.
That's hilarious. Man, I was thinking about it. It does so much, and like these things are so heavily score based that it's just.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I have a bunch of other intangibles, as they would say, but you can't really put that on paper. So, I gotta, and you can't get your foot in the door unless you have good shit on paper. So you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like a guy who doesn't look very good, but he's got everything else going for him, all charisma, all that shit. But you're on a dating app, like, all right, bro, you better fucking take a good pick. You better, dress real nice. You know what I mean? Like, you better you can't just not look good on paper. You can't not look good on paper. Like, no one's gonna look for you. No one's gonna find you. You gotta fucking figure things out for yourself. So,
yeah, it's crazy though. Next year too, perfect timing.
What do you mean?
Couldn't have been.
Oh like, yeah, with them stopping step 1 shit. Yeah. So they're switching step 1 to pass fail. So it won't matter really anymore. You just have to pass.
One of the issues that you would have had is that a lot of programs filter by step 1.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess they won't. Yeah, even if I applied this year, it's better that I'm applying this next year because they'll stop doing. Yeah, you're right. That is amazing. God is with me. You know what I mean? He just got my fucking back, boy.
Everything worked out.
Bro, I've been so lucky lately. Well, I don't know about luck, but shit's just going so good. Like I'm so due for just some tumultuous shit to go down. Just absolutely tumultuous shit. Just
what's been the good luck?
Horrible to strike in the next like month or 2, I'd say. I'm about to. And if like nothing happens for like 10 years, I'm just smooth sailing, fucking the pod blows the fuck up. I'm like doing all this good shit, no problems. I'm gonna have like got to be like, all right, triplets with cerebral palsy. Like you get fucking absolutely boom, 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 boom. Like absolutely crush me.
That's when you take them to the forest and say you're free.
Oh my God. And
no, that's when you leave them with your parents and be like,
that's why we have to be anonymous on this podcast.
It's all jokes though. Everything I say,
we're just joking about murdering 3 of my
Hey,
cerebral
not
palsy
murdering.
children.
We're giving them freedom.
Oh, okay.
We're giving them freedom.
We're releasing them from the worldly binds.
I have no hate in my heart, but some of my humor is so dry, people are gonna think like, hey.
That sounds like someone who hates people would say.
Unless you're a member of the LGBTQ, you know, besides them, I have no hate in my heart.
Right. And you just ignore them. You're not exactly fighting them
I don't pay attention.
actively.
Actually, funny thing, in my last rotation, the infectious disease clinic, right? The attending was telling, we had all HIV patients. 95% of people that came in had HIV. And the attending was telling me, you know, we had a conference a long time ago. It was like more than 10 years. And he was like, the average number of partners for the regular person is, what would you say it is?
Well, I think I've looked it up. For the average person in the United States?
Yeah.
I think it's 3.
3?
Yeah, it's 2.5.
I don't remember what it was. I think it was like 7 or 8.
What?
But
I don't believe that. I genuinely don't believe that.
I don't remember, but it was single digits. Okay. But second thing, it's like it's an HIV conference. So what do you think the average number is for a homosexual couple?
Wait,
or a homosexual person.
One sec before we go on. The first question was about people with HIV or just the average American?
Average.
Okay. Yeah, I don't believe that number. But
what about for
a homosexual couple? Oh, bro.
Not couple, homosexual person.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm only going based off my knowledge of just the few friends I've had who are gay, and man, they are wild, bro. and they don't always, you know, not all always stay like that. You know, we're putting them in a box a little bit, but bro, I mean, dude's telling me about goes on Grindr, literally will just see one image, say okay, they will have the address there, saying, and then he'll say, okay, I'll be there at this time. And he says, great, I will be bent over when you come in. Literally, door unlocked, comes in, he's naked and bent over. And this was like, you know, he wasn't trying to like fucking weird me out. He was just telling me a story from the day before. Like, oh my God, damn, bro. You guys got it made, honestly. Like, you figured it out. Like, you're better. You got it.
Why is this only a guy thing? Why can't girls do this too?
And then apparently lesbian girls, it's like, you know, they're a week into their relationship, which started a week after they met, and they're like already talking about getting married and shit, which is hilarious.
Okay, average number.
I'm stereotyping so fucking hard, but average number, man, for men or women?
Men.
For homosexual men. All right, I'm gonna throw out 35.
35.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. That might be too high. That's a lot. Yeah, that's probably too high, but I'm sticking with the first number I go
with. 400.
Oh!
That's the same reaction I had, and the attending was like, that's the reaction everyone in the room had, where it's like, holy shit, like, it's not possible.
Oh my God, except the one guy in the back who's just smirking.
He's like, we assumed it would be like, you know, normal number, but like we'd never heard of these kinds of numbers before.
Dude.
And then we were like, that's why HIV is like spreading so much.
I guess, yeah. It has nothing to do with like, you know, them doing that act. It has everything to do with they just have sex with so many people, you know. It affects them as much as like the most Lothario man, you know, for women ever. But you know, he's like one of a million, whereas gay people, it's literally, you know, every other one, or all of them, I guess. But holy fuck, that's wild.
So this is more in line with the story that you told.
Oh my God,
this guy is leaving his door unlocked.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, that's
why
wild. You told me this, bro? If you told me that, like, I don't know, like 8 years ago or something, I would have it would have blown my fucking mind. Like, I wouldn't even be able to comprehend that number. That's just
it's crazy. Not blowing your mind now,
dude. It is, but I think it would like put me in a coma or something.
Why don't you ever wait for me when I come over bent over?
Yeah. What is this? Yeah. You start convincing your girl.
Why am I never given this kind of treatment? I don't like it.
And they're just friends. We're in a full-on relationship, and you're not even being bent over when I get there. That's fucking.
They don't even know each other.
Unbelievable. I think
I know everything about you.
I think we need to escalate this relationship a little bit. Wow, that's a crazy number.
Yeah, it blew my mind. I don't know if it must be different now.
When was that? That was like back when HIV was like raging through the world.
I think it was like 20 years ago, but
Okay,
I don't remember.
So that's
fully.
when. Well, maybe a little bit, but no, I don't know. It might be less, but I bet it's not much, or maybe it's
people
even
just
more.
got more liberal though.
Here's the thing. I mean, it might be more, it might be less, but it doesn't really matter. The number's so high, like.
Yeah,
I don't think it really matters. Even if you drop 100 from that number, it's like it doesn't. You know what I mean?
I think I don't see a number in the triple digits as like low enough. I think it has to be in the double digits for it to be like a low enough number.
For what? What do you mean?
Like I feel like if someone's body count is in the hundreds,
yeah,
it's still too high. It has to be in the double digits at least. For it to be like reasonable.
Yeah, for it to be reasonable. What do you mean?
For like gay people,
Oh. If you're not gay, if you haven't had sex with over 100 men, I think we should make that a rule. I think if you've only had sex with 99 men, then you're not gay.
Not a true homo.
Yeah.
And
no, I real quick, I saw this video which no one's gonna see because I'm just talking about it, and that's not how videos work. But this guy he's like talking to this old Italian man, and he's like, all right, so it's just on the street, man on the street thing. He's like, so what what's your body count? And he goes up to him and he's like, well, he's like laughing a little. He's like, it's 3. And he goes, what do you think I mean by body count? What do you think that means? He's like, how many people I've killed? And then he's like, he's like, oh fuck. It gets like really uncomfortable.
So it's really high.
Yeah.
It's higher than average.
Yeah, that's a really high number for a body count, depending on which way you're going. I suppose it's either really high or really low.
I think it's very, very high.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
What if he said 400?
I hope he was in the military then.
All right, I got a headline. This might be the only one we do because I only wrote down one.
I have one.
Oh, perfect. When did we start, by the way? Do you know what time we started?
Hell no. Maybe
Okay,
like
whatever.
3:35.
Yeah, probably. Okay. All right, headline, and I have no details for it, so just say what you think. Teacher accused of illegally giving teen COVID vaccine.
Oh, not head.
No, dude.
Okay.
Get your mind out of the gutter, man.
This is strange. I need more information. Like,
yeah, same.
Why?
I just
not
picture
get
her.
it?
I just picture him like giving her a bunch of sass about it, and her like, the rest of the class being like, okay, yeah, and her being very into it, and then he refuses, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna get him, and then fucking just like pricks him one day and just puts it in, and he's like, what the fuck?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that could be one scenario. It's
I
hard to
don't know.
imagine a world where like a teacher is doing this, where she does something against this guy's will and illegally gives him a vaccine. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People are fucking dumb, apparently.
I don't know. It's strange, but like, it's hard to tell because like it depends on the state too. Because like a lot of teachers are like more liberal, and the students in like a red state may not get it because their parents or something, or they don't know anything about it. I don't know. It's hard to say, but it's just good on the teacher. Honestly, no charges.
God damn it, bro.
But my friend,
Okay, what?
is a big anti-vaxxer now.
Oh, really? Is he in medicine?
Anti-COVID vaxxer. No, he's a friend of mine from like undergraduate. And you know that convoy going on in Canada right now?
Well, he's wrong, and I hate him. Sorry. What?
Do you know the trucker convoy in Canada?
No.
That's going on right now?
No.
It's just this bullshit. It's a bunch of rednecks, like long distance truckers, and they don't like that they have to be vaccinated to cross the border, and so they're protesting, and they're like having a big protest in the Capitol with their trucks. They're blocking off, the borders, blocking trade and stuff.
Damn, it's pretty
My
big.
friend's like really on their side. He's like, this is not about, vaccines. It's about. And I sent him pictures of like truckers with like Nazi flags and shit. And he's like, so that represents, the thousands of people that are there. And I was like, bro, this is stupidest protest ever. A lot of these people just needs to get vaxxed. I don't know what people are thinking. And it's been like 2 years. No one is dying from the vaccine. I don't know where they're getting the information, but it's just time to get vaxxed and like help us get back to normal. The only reason we're not back yet is because people aren't getting vaxxed.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, the whole system was fucked in the first place, and it shouldn't have gotten to this at all. And then, now there's so many other players going on, big pharma, all this other shit that, and we don't want, if we start, it's a slippery slope. If we start this and then we let whatever, I don't know. I'm sick of this conversation, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, I guess just get it and then let's just move on. But it's just too much of a hoopla now. I mean, you're not going to just get everybody. People it's just too politicized, and it's just whatever.
I'm sick of this convo too, and I'm almost, if he messages me one more time, like I'm just gonna tell him like I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like it's getting to that point. Yeah.
Well, I would
known this guy for years.
Can't you just be like, all right, I just don't want to talk about that anymore, and let's just move on from it?
No, because that's always the undertone. There's always every conversation we have. There's an undertone
annoying.
where he brings it up.
Then you just let him
and
go.
I'm like so tired of it.
That's annoying. Either way, if someone was just that on something about the vaccine or any topic, like fuck, it could be about whatever. I don't know, the Holocaust. Like, I swear, like the smokestacks, fucking the shadows. Like, all right, bro. It doesn't have to be conspiracy. Like if they just get so like, I don't know. Actually, I love when people just get so into something like, yo, did you see the DxO whatever camera? Like it has this picture and that. And I'm like, all right, bro, talk your shit. Like I don't care. I really don't care. But I love that you're just so passionate about it. But if you get passionate about,
a girlfriend. That's it.
Yeah, well, definitely that. But yeah,
everyone who's passionate about something needs to. They have too much free time.
Well, that's passionate about some shit that like kind of doesn't matter.
Anything basically.
Who's to say? All right,
let me give you my headline.
Go ahead.
No time to exercise? ? What about 3 seconds a day? Lifting weights for as little as 3 seconds can have a positive impact on muscle strength. A new study from the Edith Conan University says.
I mean, that's just such a vague type like description. I mean, what do they mean 3 seconds? Like, that's just, I don't like that. I mean, what are you so only 3 seconds a day of weightlifting for the whole day?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, yeah, but it's better than what? Doing nothing? Of course it is. What are they comparing it to?
Here's the nothing. That's the thing.
Doing 3 seconds of weightlifting a day is better than injecting your cock with heroin each day. Did you know that?
No, I didn't do it. Can you? That's
a fun fact. Yeah, you don't need one. Just trust me.
My issue is, why am I spending an hour in the gym if 3 seconds is all it takes? I'm spending way too much time for no results.
Dude, come on, man. How fucking fast do we need to make things before people fucking actually do them? Take some fucking responsibility.
There was 2 groups. There was the exercise group and no exercise group. And the exercise group performed isometric, concentric, or eccentric bicep curls. And it was just like, holding it in place for a second, for like, a few seconds. And they saw a 10% difference in muscle change.
I mean, that's significant. I mean, yeah, the bottom line is do a little something every day. If you cannot do, a lot of something, like that's better than nothing.
This is the thing, man. Exercise.
Bro, 3 seconds though, fucking kill yourself. Just do something for a little bit longer. Like, what are we doing, man?
3 seconds. We're too long in the gym, man.
Yo, we went from fucking like running for multiple days on the Great Plains, hunting a single animal so we could bring it back to the camp and fucking eat it and be so happy that we got that. And now we fucking are talking about maybe doing 3 seconds of a weight workout a day. Come on, man.
I think I know what present I want to get you for your birthday.
Okay, what?
Next year, when I have money, I'm gonna get you a ticket to Africa, and I'm gonna get you to live with the Hadza people for however long you want, a week, a month, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And what that entails is no food, no water. You drink and eat whatever they drink and eat, and you go hunting with them.
No food or water? What do you mean? They don't
You
drink
can't bring
water?
anything. You can't bring anything.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. There's an option where you can bring like protein bars and water, but you're not going to do that. You're going to do with them, live with them, and see what happens.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, how bad?
I think that would be next level.
That would be sick. I could do that.
And unlock your
I mean,
potential.
I don't know what they're like or anything, but I mean, to imagine a scenario where I wouldn't be able to do it sounds like just not real. I mean, unless they're running like double marathons each day or something like that.
They run a lot.
They run a lot. I'd have to train
Yeah.
before I go then, but bro.
But you're gonna be training with like water, food, whatever. But there's gonna be like minimal shit.
That's true. I mean, so at that point, I don't know. Yeah, there'll be physical changes if you did that for a long period of time, right? And your body would get used to it. You get very good at it. And I wouldn't, right? But it's a lot of it's mental. I mean, you can do so much shit if you just are like, fuck that, I'm gonna get through this.
But a lot of it is also physical.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I would have to train. But I wouldn't train with no water or food or anything. I would train under normal circumstances, like in the US, and then just when I get there, I would just hope that it's all good. It's
Bro,
only a
after the
week.
first
I could do it, dude.
kilometer-
I could do fucking anything for a week.
After the first kilometer, you're gonna be like, you guys need to finish this off. I'll be back at camp. Bring me back whatever food you
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take a number 2.
get. I'll take a little break for this one, but next one I'll come. I'm gonna learn from this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just talk a lot of shit and would not be able to do it. But maybe. I feel like I could, but maybe not.
What was your question? The most unprofessional shit that I've seen.
Yeah. What's the most unprofessional behavior you've seen, like by a doctor, pretty much?
When you first sent me this question, an hour ago or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, what am I gonna come up with? But then after
all
2
there.
seconds, after 2 seconds of thinking, I went back to the old hospital and I remembered everything that I've seen, and there's just so much. There's no shortage
much to pick from. Yeah.
I have 3 things that I thought of, and I'll start from the least bad to the most bad.
Okay.
The least bad is when the attending yelled at me in front of the patient.
Okay.
The fat one with hyperthyroidism.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah. All her different disorders.
What was the gist of it though? Like, what? Give it the quick but like detailed. What happened?
I'll be as quick and detailed as I can.
Like, say this perfectly is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so
and quickly, and like succinct.
No,
but don't say extra details. Like,
so
but present it well. Like, I want to hear the.
I think.
Like, make it emotional and like.
I think we're on the
like really set the story.
It was a good day. The sun was out. I think the temperature was like minus 15. It was winter, I think. Just kidding. So we're in the patient room. Like, the attendant comes in. She's being a huge bitch that day. And I think I've told this before, but her whole life is like clear to me. She's super overweight. She has obstructive sleep apnea. She goes to bed and she's like, yeah. She's gasping for air all night because she can't breathe.
Yeah.
And she wakes up with a headache. She fucking chugs coffee like nobody's business. If she doesn't get her coffee, she's in a bad mood. She has hyperthyroidism. She's always jumpy and the coffee makes it worse.
And you know what her whole personality is? Talking about those things to us. That's what she does.
At the beginning of my rotation, she'd just gotten a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even 45. So she's starting early.
Yeah.
But she has inflammatory bowel disease for that. And so she was like super jumpy that day. She was like trying to get through the rooms, and she hated me because I was too fucking sexy.
Because you're brown,
probably. Yeah. I think we talked about this. She only likes outcasts and people that are stupid.
Yeah. That's
people
why
that no one else likes is so
that's why she just loved Isaiah.
That's so mean. I think Isaiah was just like, he kissed her ass so much.
Yeah.
And
he's good at it, honestly.
This is not a diss. This is what he does. He said that's what he does.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
Yeah. And that was his plan going in. And he did it so well that she just loved him. And we were in the patient room, and like I was trying to put a pulse ox on, the patient, or she was trying to do it. And I gave her mine, and the person's nails were like wrapped around their finger. And I was like, it's not going to work on the finger. And then I was like, we can try a toes. She's like, oh, we'll try ear. I was like, my plus ox doesn't work on the ears. And she's like, Ken, why are you giving me attitude? And the patient's in the middle. I'm on the right of the patient. She's on the left of it. And we're like arguing over the patient. I was like, I'm not trying to give you attitude. I'm just trying to tell you, like, it's not going to work. She's like, if you think you can do it, why don't you just do it? Here, take it. Just you do it. Yeah. And the patient's like looking at me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's so weird. And, I get it. If you want to yell at someone, fine. Just don't do it in front of a patient. That's just super weird.
So unprofessional.
I know. If I was a patient, I definitely wouldn't want that. Second thing that I have is a resident breaking confidentiality.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like,
I mean, that happens a ton, but in what way?
This is really bad because it's a suable offense.
Yeah.
And so one of the patients had something. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was drug use or something like that. And I don't know why the resident did this, but he called the patient's mom and told her that the patient was doing drugs. Yeah.
How old is what the fuck?
The patient was in his late 20s. I think he was 28 or something.
Was it like a slip? Like the resident let it slip, or was it like
Bro, how do you slip?
I'm literally calling. I don't know. That's
no.
weird.
So the patient was just discharged, and for some reason he was calling the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was looking for the patient, and then the mom was like, "Why was he in the hospital?" And he's like, "Oh, because blah blah blah, whatever." Mm-hmm. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but he broke confidentiality, which is like completely illegal. If the patient decided to like press charges, he would have to pay a huge fine.
Yeah. It's not.
And so he was gonna hide it initially. But then he's like, oh shit, the other residents know because I just told them. So he told the attending. Then the rest of the day he was in risk management with the hospital.
Oh Jesus.
Because he's like, if they decide to sue us, then we're fucked.
Yeah. So they're literally deciding like how we combat this if he comes at us.
Yeah. And like confidentiality is so important. The whole thing is people should trust doctors because we have all their info. They're naked in front of us basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so we can't tell anyone else their information. So that was the second worst. And I was trying to grade these on like how bad each one is. But the worst is definitely in the surgery OR when that short, like Hispanic doctor put his finger up this patient's ass. He said, look, my finger is in the patient's butthole. And he did it again. It's in again.
That's not even a good joke, bro.
I know it's not.
I mean, I probably would have laughed, but it's not. I mean, that's the most unacceptable shit of all time.
I know. If only there were cameras in there.
We've literally made that joke before. Like, okay, what do you do now? Like, okay, I put my finger in his butthole.
It's okay, it's like that, but you should do it.
Yeah, I know. To actually do it, that's fucking crazy. Holy shit.
That hospital's a gold mine of unprofessionalism.
Oh, dude, the amount of suing you could do there. If like it wasn't an immigrant population that was like undereducated and low socioeconomic status,
and
it would be the most spoke a completely different language. It would be the most sued place in the fucking world, man. It would be rampant. Like I bet that every single patient has at least one illegal thing happen to them, or bro, straight up, at least one per patient, at least.
That's really fucking high, I feel. But I think,
dude, that's 1 in super 10, high. Probably. That's unbelievably high. But I'm talking about like subtle shit too.
I think if I set the bar lower and I said it, not lawsuits, but I feel like how many patients have had something unprofessional happen to them, not just with the doctors, but with nurses and stuff. I think it's probably like 1 in 5. It's probably pretty high.
I mean, it's high as shit. It's so high.
Yeah. So those are my unprofessional ones.
Yeah. No, those are pretty good.
I have a lot more, but that's
I have
all I can
so
remember.
many, and I these are not the best ones, I'm sure. Like, I'm sure I've seen some fucking just horrid shit, but a couple that I came up with was one of them. This is just my favorite. It's definitely not the worst one, but I'm in the ENT clinic, right, or outpatient, and
ear, nose, throat for people who don't know that.
Ear, nose, throat for the fucking dweebs. And so we're seeing the patient, whatever, we look in her nose. She's having, I don't know, some kind of congestion issues or some shit. I don't remember. We look in her nose though, and there's a nasal septal perforation. And for those not inclined in medicine, that pretty much only means that you have done a lot of cocaine. And so, you know, there's a lot of ways you can take that, and you pretty much should just take it the one way, which is, okay, this person did cocaine once, just, you know, if that's pertinent to whatever's happening, then include it. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. Or you can just, you know, tell the patient about it and then move on, because it doesn't really affect very much. But you know, the guy comes in after we do the full physical exam stuff, and he looks in the nose, and he goes, wow, looks like you had a lot of fun back in the day, huh? And he did it like not even in that kind of a funny way, almost like in a condescending way, like, wow, you had a lot of fun, huh? Like, it's like, oh my god, bro,
This is the Harvard trained guy.
What's wrong with you? No, dude, he's the sweetest man in the world. This is I don't know, it was like some Jewish doctor. I don't know why I'm
Is this from a different hospital
right now. No, it was at the old hospital. But yeah, I mean, I'll tell you after the pod, but yeah, dude, fucking wild. I was almost just dying laughing in there, because that's just the most absurd shit I've ever heard. But yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's actually a good joke, but I mean, it's just too on the. You can't fucking say that, dude. Are you shitting me? What is wrong with you?
How did the patient react? If the patient laughed, it's okay.
Bro, I think she only spoke like half English, so I don't even think she understood it. But thank God. It's just so. She probably did understand it, but it was just like, okay, well, I guess I deserve that, since I did do a lot of cocaine back in the day. But it's like, dude, fucking like, that's the worst thing you can say.
Yeah.
I got one more.
I feel like
this one didn't happen to me. What were you saying?
I think the old hospital is a gold mine, but I haven't really had much happen like other hospitals.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, yeah, the old dude, I'm telling you, old hospital, relative, fine. My number probably is a little high, but relative to other hospitals, it's got to be top 10, like in the whole U.S. Like, it's so bad, so bad. So lawyers, hit them up or hit me up. I'll tell you the name. Okay. Yeah, this one happened to my brother. So he's in Spain. He's in there for toe pain, right? And the doctor comes in, right? Of course, only speaks Catalan or wherever they're at. And my sister-in-law is translating for my brother, which is already, you know, shouldn't be the case. You should use a translator. But so she tells the wife, hey, you know, you have toe pain. It seems to be gout. It's like, okay, that's reasonable. That's your diagnosis. Yeah. And then but she's like, so you need to stop drinking so many beers because that's what's causing the gout. And just having no idea whether he drinks or not. And then and then he hears it from his wife, and he's like, okay, I have probably at most 1 beer per week. So like, and then like, I don't really drink anything else. So you know, is that really what is explaining it? And the woman just like, look, I know you're in denial about how much you drink, but you really, that's why this is happening, and you really need to stop drinking. Doesn't bring up red meat, doesn't bring up any of the other shit. Just sure that he's just chugging beers, and he's just like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, how am I supposed to like what am I supposed to take away from this? I don't know what to do. You like hit me up.
When you started this movie, when you started the story, I just remembered your brother that came to visit us, and he kept saying, I need my medicine, and he would go to the fridge and grab a beer.
That shit was hilarious. He got me with that, because he did that. We were like playing a board game or something. He's like, oh, sorry, it's time for my medicine. Like, totally straight face, stands up. We're like, okay, I guess he's taking his medicine. And then he just goes to the fridge. And I'm like, what the fuck? He grabs a beer, comes back like, what? Yeah, that was funny as shit. No, it was a different brother. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. So yeah, he just hit me up and was like, yo, okay, so what do I do with gout? Like, that might be the diagnosis. I don't know, but I'm like, wow, that's the most unprofessional shit.
You need to go to an American doctor, because they'll take good care of you.
Yeah, especially at our old hospital. I'll take good care of you. Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it for our time. Yeah, that's definitely it for our time. Any final words to our dear and lovely audience now that we're back?
It's good to be back.
Wow, fucking all right. That was a horrible, wow. Wonderful words from Ken. Thank God you're on the podcast. Jesus,
I'm
dude.
telling you, bro. I had nothing.
No, I know you're not.
It's not good.
You're preaching to the choir. Okay.
I'm taking away.
Appreciate you guys. We're gonna cut Ken off here, and have a good week. Thanks for coming back. We love you guys. If you have any questions for us or any comments or any headlines or anything, hit us up at thatisunprofessional@gmail.com. Thatisunprofessional@gmail.com. And